Whether you live in the city, you live in the country, or you're heading to work, or your kids are heading to school, or if you just want to go out and have some fun, the Freely Pro scooter can take you there and much more. Heading into spring and summer, many of us are outdoors, and the Freely Pro scooter will be along for the ride. Welcome back to my channel. Today we are talking about the Freely Pro scooter, and we're going to give you the specs on it as well as some of the pros and cons that we love. So the platform of the Freely Pro is a rubber platform that's got grips on it. It's good for pretty much any shoes. If you're wearing boots or if you're actually wearing tennis shoes or whatever, it's slip resistant, so you're not going to fall off the Freely Pro as you're going down, or if it gets a little bit wet, it still has some grip to it, which is nice. Another great feature of this scooter is that it has both tires are air-filled tires. So a lot of scooters will have an air-filled front tire, but won't. They'll have like a hard rubberized rear tire, which makes for a little bit bumpier of a ride. By having both air-filled tires, it gives a lot smoother ride, and you get a lot better grip as well. You can see that it does have a valve, so if you need to actually pump up your tires or whatever, you have a valve here that allows you to do both the front and the back tires. So the scooter has two braking systems. It's got a manual hand brake that is on your left hand, and it controls a disc brake on the back of the scooter that's an anti-lock brake. It also has a manual foot brake as well, where if you step down on it, it'll slow it down from the friction from the top of the braking pad onto the tire. There's also two lights for safety. So there's an LED light that you could turn on manually with clicking the button. And there's an automatic tail light, so when you brake, you'll see the back light when it's on. When you actually have the headlight on, you'll see the back tail lights automatically on, but it'll blink when you actually pull the brake so that people know that you're slowing down as well. One feature I absolutely love is the display that you have. It's right here. It's right in front of you, and when you hit the power button, the display lights up, and it tells you, first thing it tells you is how fast you're going. So currently we're going 0 miles per hour. The second thing it'll show you is these bars show you the amount of battery life that you have left on your scooter. So it gives you a very good indicator of when you're running low. The scooter also has 3 modes of speed that you can go. Beginner, it has nothing displayed, so it doesn't have anything displayed right here. The next mode is Eco mode, and it displays a D there for Eco mode. And then the last one, the fastest one, is Sports mode, and it has the D in red. So the 3 different modes will tell you the speed that the scooter will go. The top mode is the Sports mode, which is the red D, which Freely says is 15 miles per hour is the top speed this goes. One feature we absolutely love about the Freely Pro is the ability to actually remove the battery, which goes inside the handle, which is really kind of nice. It slides into the handle, but it is able to be charged without being inside the scooter. So that's a unique feature to this scooter. It's really kind of nice because you can buy multiple batteries. Another battery like this is $100, so if you're using it as a commuter scooter, riding it to work, whatever, and you have an extra battery that's fully charged in your backpack, you're ready to go. And it's a battery, so it has a little bit of weight to it, but it's not extremely heavy. So there's 2 ways you can actually charge this scooter. You can charge it by plugging it in right here through the port and leave the battery inside the sleeve, or you can actually remove the battery from the sleeve and charge the battery separately. So that's one feature. You can bring it in your house and charge it and leave this wherever you want in your garage. Some other great safety features of the Freely is that it actually has reflective tape on the sides of both the front and the back wheels on both sides. So if a car sees you from coming up alongside of you and they're not seeing your front headlight or your back tail light, they will see the reflections or reflectors that are actually on the sides of both the scooters. So a fully charged battery from the Freely Pro will go up to a 12-mile range, and it's basically built for people who are 225 pounds or lighter. So you can be heavier, you can be above 225, but it will affect your battery life. Another great feature of the Freely Pro is that it's got an easy fold feature. So in order to do that, it has this locking mechanism here. Then you pull down on this, which again, it does pull down a little bit hard. It should, because you don't want that to come down by itself, and it folds down really nice. A nice design feature is that when you're folding the handle down, the handle actually locks into the back fender. So this will allow you to take it on public transportation, into your office with you, whatever you need to make sure that you have it with you. But it folds down really pretty compactly. And it's not a very heavy scooter either. It's got weight to it. There's a battery. You want it to be safe and sturdy. So it's got a little bit of weight to it, but it's not so heavy that you couldn't just grab it on it, take it on a bus with you, or any kind of public transportation. Another safety feature, I guess you'd say, is it has a very aggressive bell. So it has that as well, which is actually kind of funny. So I like it. But it has really good hand grips as well. So the nice thing is that you won't lose your hand grips. The hand grips do not spin on you. Some scooters, if they're cheaper, they roll down on you. So they don't do that as well.
One thing that I really like about this scooter is that it has cruise control. If you're at the same speed for more than 3 seconds or above, then it will beep, and that'll tell you that it's in cruise control. The ways to stop it is not the back brake back here, it's the front brake. And if you go faster than what the speed you are at now, then it stops cruise control.
So a couple of the things that I just want to mention about the scooter. You have to have a little forward movement, and then if you push down on the trigger, then you'll start moving. So if I stand here, I can push down all I want, it doesn't move at all because it's not moving forward. The other thing to note from it is the front wheel is what propels this scooter. So you never have that really like where you pull back, it's not the rear wheel, it's the front wheel. So they did a really smart design of making the front wheel be the one that propels the scooter to make it go, but all your braking is on the back, so you never have the feeling that you would go over the scooter or would come it screech to a halt and you'd be kind of on the handlebars. So that's it. This is the Freely Pro scooter. Subscribe to our channel, give us a thumbs up, or if you've tried the Freely Pro and have other tips for our users. So thanks, we'll see you next time.
This thing flies.
We also have an exclusive limited time affiliate discount for $50 off the Freely Pro. The link is in the video description below.